Hello and welcome back to Tearaway Unfolded. This is BioEnchanted, and today we'll be going to this next level, which is an interesting area, but it's actually really only half the level because midway through it, my PS4 started glitching out and started just ejecting the disc over and over again. So after this video, this particular series is going to go on a small hiatus while I get around to getting the PS4 serviced because there's an issue with the eject button that means it just keeps ejecting discs, which is quite annoying.
Far away at toi, but you are drawing closer to me.
But this area has some really cool gimmicks though that I'm looking forward to showing off because there's some pretty fun mechanics in this video that I really enjoyed. And yeah, that's kind of nonsense because that's where you end up having to get to. It's just you can't get to it that way, you have to go down the rocks because of the area's main gimmick. Now you may remember that everything in this game is made out of paper, including the water. Yes, let's change the wind to blow the paper away, shall we? And force the tide to go out. This is a pretty cool gimmick. I quite like this whole idea of continuously forcing the water back with the wind. That's a pretty cool idea. I thought it was done really well there. It's a cute mechanic. Because most of the game up to this point has been very linear, and this is the first area that's really going to mess with that, and you'll see why in a minute. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Won't be able to fight them effectively, so let's run by using the wind to force the tide out even further. So yep, now the wind is going full on Moses. I really love this set piece because watching the whole sea part is just a really cool idea. I quite like the sound effect there as well. It's just a really neat moment that. Now coming up to another pretty fun gimmick. But first, we have other things to do before we can climb it. To see the gimmick.
Ah, yes. My eyes can see you more clearly now. À toi. Here is your ticket to Sogport. Seize it and soar through the storm. If the sea can't hold you back, then neither should the sky.
Yeah, so before we fly, we need to fight. Because we can't actually get up there right now. There's a big tower of people there. This music really fits the battle system because I'm so bad at the combat in this game that it just kind of fits the goofy music. I've never been any good at actually fighting in this game. It's a mess. Well, I'm a mess anyway. There we go. So now we can find a way up there. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool little bit. Make a little breeze and you can turn it into a paper plane. And now we can fly, and this is why I like this particular area, because this part, despite me screwing up here, is actually a very open area to explore. I'm actually not sure how much stuff even is around here, because I didn't really like explore it that thoroughly. I just kind of, partially because I get a bit lost here, and have trouble finding the next actual place to get to, because as you can see, there's a lot of islands. A lot of areas where these clouds kind of form the actual boundary of the area. It's actually not nearly as big as it looks. But it also didn't help that I kind of forgot what Sogport looked like, so I kind of forgot which of these islands was Sogport. So we went back at the beginning again. It's cool though being able to just fly around the whole area though. It's a pretty neat moment, and it's very fun to just kind of be able to soar around and explore at your leisure, at least in this very small area. So I figured I'd see what was over here on this little island first. With this shipwreck on it. But of course I just have some enemies mostly. Now I'm stuck for a little bit. This is really annoying. Don't worry, I do get unstuck. There we go, I got unstuck eventually. Let's take out these guys, shall we? Yeah, it's good to know that we can do those kind of moves, but a bit too little too late there. Maybe if you told me that while I was actually on the plane, it would have been used at all. Honestly, the sound effects in this game for the spinning and the turning the bouncy guys upside down kind of reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, we've done everything we can here, so let's just move on and try and find the actual next area, shall we?
Well found. The harbor is yours to explore. I am inside, tucked away from the drips and the damps.
And here we are at Sogport, properly. So let's do a little bit of exploration, shall we, before my PS4 crashed. And see at least what side quests we can do here. There's a lot of little areas to find, a lot of little people to talk to. I quite like how in-depth this area is. It's nice to have like a big area you can just kind of explore and find people in and do stuff in. It's a pretty neat place to look around. Quite like how colourful the town is as well. We have a clam. I guess an oyster. Let's see what these people want, shall we? Yeah, it's time to figure out how to buy lenses. But first let's climb that lighthouse, shall we? Once I've gone over here. And got the model of this little buoy. Now, I quite like this area because a lot of the areas in the game kind of keep pushing you forward, but this one, because it has the scraps of paper over here, it allows you to go back whenever you want to just fully explore it and not have to worry about missing anything. Outside of a few glitches in the recording. I really hope not going to be a recurring problem, but we'll see. Honestly, it seems like the glitches mostly happen whenever I need to actually edit a video and cut things out. And here I have to cut a bunch out at the ending because of the PS4 glitching out and breaking. And there being a lot of kind of it kicking me out of the thing. So before we do the flyby, let's figure out how to take a wide-angle lens photo of Sogport. So for now I'm having trouble just wandering through the filters trying to find where the lenses are. They're actually on the left there with a little D-pad, but I don't figure that out for a little bit. So no, there we go, found the lenses. There's a wide angle one. Yeah, it kind of throws me off. It's trying to let me buy the filter first before it can let me buy the lens. I don't know quite what... yeah, I kind of figure it out though, and there we go. I guess because I have both highlighted, it just wanted me to buy both. So I'm in high contrast and wide angle, so let's get a good photo of this town, shall we? So next let's fly around the lighthouse. This paper plane thing is just not really a mechanic that's used very often, but it is a very fun one when it is. It just gives a really good kind of feeling of exploration, and given the whole idea of this chapter is the narrator being less invasive, and just kind of letting you vibe them off without them interrupting, it's very fitting for the type of story this section of the story is telling. So let's get back down there, shall we? And turn in the other side quest. And I guess I'll see you next time whenever I get around to getting the PS4 fixed, so that we can actually continue this level. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.